up, everybody? We're back with another NC9 Talk. I'm Nicholas, and this is my papa, Carlos.
What's up?
We're back, and after the bye week, we're going to review the 49ers vs. Rams game. A very good dub for the Niners, now 4-4, and then we're going to preview the Niners vs. Chargers Sunday Night Football. What do you think about the game?
It was a game that we needed to have, what we said, and I think what we said last time was we needed Kyle Shanahan to kind of shut us up, which he did. He showed off what he could do with
McCaffrey?
And what do they call him? CMC?
CMC.
So they used him as a weapon. Debo was out. We have a bunch of injuries. They did good. The defense did in the beginning it was kind of shaky. They allowed 2 long drives, 17 and 19, which it wasn't looking good. But come second half, that was in the first half. Come second half, they shut them down.
0 points.
I mean, they dominated the second half, and it was a game they needed to have for so many reasons. One, they needed to make sure they stayed within the striking distance of the division. 2, they need to stay in the striking distance if they don't get the division within the whole conference as well, NFC. But they did well. I think it's something that they can use momentum for this upcoming week, especially with all the injuries they had and all the guys are coming back this week. So I think good way to finish midway through the season, good way to go into the bye week. I feel the defense held their own. What do you think how they did, especially on the offense?
I thought, the first few drives in the first half, the first drive they were going down the field, but then they got stalled. Jimmy G, he missed a few passes, and then it just went off from there. The offense just carried on, especially in the second half, 21 points.
Yeah.
That was big-time play calls, big-time plays by big-time players. Like Jimmy G stepped up a lot, and CMC showed what he can do in this offense. Kittle played great, and Ayuk played great. Everybody played great. And to have such a dominant win against a division opponent going into the bye week and then getting dozens of people back for Sunday Night Football against the Chargers is just a great way to go into the season to have more players and go on a run.
Yeah, I think it was the way Kyle Shanahan called the game was something we've been waiting for. I don't know if it had to do with lack of weapons or not, because we do have weapons. It's just a matter of him opening the playbook, and now that we have it, CMC is going to open up for Debo. It's going to open up for Kittle. We saw in this game how it opened up for Kittle. It opened up for
Ayuk.
No, what's the name?
Dwelly.
Dwelly. It opened up for Dwelly. So every time, now the defense has to think about: is he going to go to CMC, or is he going to go Debo? Is he going to go Kittle? Pretty much pick your poison. Here we got Juszczyk. We got Ayuk in the mix. So
it's all in level. There's a check down. There's a middleman. There might be a deep man, and they just pick your poison.
I feel that this will open up even more down the field. On top of that, it kind of sucked that we lost Wilson. We did lose Wilson during the bye week, but it is what it is. It's a business. We're going to miss him. Not too much, though, because we play him in a few weeks, so we expect the Niners to put the smack on that team. But anyways, on from the last game on to this week. Sunday Night Football. What are you expecting? Football.
Again, expectations, I'm not going to say are low, but I just have a little shaky because every time I think they're going to go on a run, they just get stalled.
Yeah.
But I finally feel, because this team has so much players coming back, there's no more excuses. And Debo and CMC, Kyle Shanahan said he was going to unleash them. And we saw what he did with CMC. And no Debo, no Juwan, no Kyle Juszczyk. And them coming back this week, the playbook is going to be wide open. And Jimmy G thrives with CMC, it looks like, because checkdowns for CMC, he can turn into 20 yards like we've seen.
Yeah.
And he doesn't force his passes. Like last game, he didn't force a lot of passes. And that's why he had a quarterback rating of 132, only missed 4 passes and had 2 touchdowns.
Highest completion rating, I think, ever in San Francisco history. It was 84%, I think.
It was such a dominant game for Jimmy G. Such a dominant game for CMC. It was unbelievable. Receiving, passing, and rushing. It was just his first real game, he just made an impact immediately, and I think it's gonna carry on. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it should be. We're playing a team that's not. The record is pretty good, but right now they're injured all over the place. They don't have the right main wide receivers, linebackers, cornerbacks. So this is one of those games again that we need to actually come out strong, dominate, and just put the foot down their throat. I mean, slur it on the throat and just keep it there.
And that's what we did against the Rams. So
that's what we did the Rams. So
Kyle Shanahan didn't let up in that fourth quarter.
We cannot let up. So let's not let up in this game. Let's start strong, fast. I feel that we should have success running. We should have success in throwing. Our defense should be able to climb down on this team because they're just not all there offensively. So I feel that Niners win. I think the Niners win big. I think the Niners win 35-7. 35-7 at least. I don't know if they're going to score more than 7 points.
Still do have Austin Eckler, but the best linebacker crew in the league is back, and they're going to be hawking that.
35-7. I call it 35-7. Even maybe more points, but I feel it's going to be a 35-7 type of game.
I believe that they're going to shut down the Chargers offense from the jump. Austin Eckler is going to still have those plays where he's going to, break out one here, break out one there. But I don't think it's going to be a big difference in this game. Just like Cooper Kupp, he can break something out, but it's not really making a difference against the Niners. So I think they're going to have a high-scoring game. The Niners, I think it's going to be a 30-plus game, around, like you said, 35. And I think the Chargers will score 13 points, and they're going to score a few field goals in a garbage time, and the Niners are just going to dominate from the jump and, put the league on notice because this defense is back, this offensive is back, and I don't think there's any more excuses for Kyle Shanahan. If they lose this game with all the Chargers, J.C. Jackson out, Joey Bosa out, there's Keenan Allen out, Mike Williams out, all these guys, all key players for them out, and you lose this game with a bunch of your players coming back, it's not going to look good. So I think it's going to be it's going to need to be a dominant game.
I think they need to win big, just to keep the momentum going, keep the critics. Well, it doesn't make it. The critics are always going to hate. So I feel that it's a must. It's one of those. It's a must win because it's the team they should beat. They've lost too many games already this year that they should have won and they didn't, and it can cost them later to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
So this is a game they should win. And they're up favored by 7. So there's no reason why they shouldn't, especially with all their weapons on defense and offense coming back. So
I think they're just going to eat Justin Herbert alive, and the offensive line for them is also banged up. So
exactly.
But then our D line is banged up, but I think Nick Bosa is going to pull through, and DeMeco Ryans will show some blitzes with Fred Warner, and I think they're going to get home.
Yeah. And
I think Jimmy G is going to have a very good game, as usual this season, because he's been having a great year, in my opinion.
Yep, he has. He's at least top 10 in the league, if not maybe top 5. But they people go after the numbers, the this and that. But if you see it, he's been very consistent. So,
well, Sunday Night Football, 5:20 in San Francisco. So the home crowd, well, even if it was in SoFi, home crowd will still be there.
It'll be a home game anyway.
Well, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Go Niners. Peace.
Peace.